Sadly, as a guy who does not know most of those skills, very impressed.
Right.
Very impressive.
Me too.
Yeah.
The last of 2 schools to be competing now?
Yeah.
This is
Congratulations. That's
I was
great.
happy when I could just change my cabin air filter on my
Right,
own
like
from a YouTube video.
basics.
Very basic.
They're like in there, elbow deep.
Yeah.
It's great. Best of luck next week.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan joins us with our forecast. Temperature keeps climbing.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And tonight it's not going to cool off much, which means even though it's late November, there's really no concern about wintry precipitation. It's just rain for the vast majority of us. Look outside right now, it's Camden, 48 degrees. We have a little breeze coming in out of the south, but barely a ripple there on the water. And it's that southerly breeze that's going to be bringing in milder air overnight tonight into the day tomorrow. That said, the cold will be a little bit more stubborn in northern Maine. Granted, you're above freezing, so not much of a concern other than maybe a little patchy freezing rain, but it won't be as warm up north as it will be in southern Maine coming up tomorrow. Band of rain here with this warm front. That's what comes through tonight. And then once this whole system passes by early Thursday, we'll turn colder for the end of the week. So if you're stepping out between now and 6 or 7 o'clock, most of us are dry other than just a sprinkle or light shower. By 10 o'clock, some rain developing on the mid-coast of Lewiston south through Cumberland and York counties. And then around and after midnight, most of us get into this rain. But we're warming up into the upper 40s along the coastline by this point. And the only chance for any freezing rain would be a little bit in the deepest, coldest valleys and perhaps over Aroostook County, but you see even there, Caribou 33, Holton 35 tomorrow morning, not much of a concern. Steadiest rain shifts east pretty early in the morning, so you're waking up to temps in the 40s in most of central and southern Maine. It'll be damp, it'll be cloudy for much of the morning with a few spot showers, but I think overall during the day tomorrow, there isn't much rain that falls. It's just a lot of clouds and it's fairly damp. Right around 50 degrees on the coast and likely some mid-50s in parts of York County down through the seacoast, upper 40s in a lot of central Maine, and then staying in the upper 30s across the far north. You just don't quite get into the warmth up in that direction. Tomorrow night we get another round of showers. This is with the cold front that comes through late tomorrow night and very early on Thanksgiving morning. Could be a drop or flake up over the county at sunrise on Thanksgiving. But for the rest of us, the wind's already kicking up out of the west. We're clearing out, and it will be a blustery day on Thursday. Temperatures get into the middle 40s along the coastline and right around 40 up in the mountains for high temperatures on Thursday. And it will be a bit breezy with a wind gusting over 20 miles per hour on Thursday. Chilly air builds in for the end of the week. Friday and Saturday in particular, jet stream digs down to our south. There likely will be some flurries around on Friday, temps between 35 and 40. And then on Saturday, highs only in the low to mid 30s for some. You tack on the wind, it feels colder on Saturday. We have to watch a system for Sunday. However, this area of high pressure supplying the cold drifts offshore. And that will allow some warmer air, it looks like, to creep in. So it looks like Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, we may have a little wet snow, but it's more likely a lot of us change to rain. It doesn't look like a big problem right now. Seas tomorrow, 3 to 5 feet with a southerly wind 15 to 20 knots on the water. So a damp start to the day tomorrow. It will be milder, especially in southern coastal Maine, where we get to about 50 or a bit higher. Inland areas, especially farther north, will stay in the 40s. Clearing out, breezy for Thanksgiving. A few flurries around on Friday. Right now, Saturday looks cold and blustery. Wind chill's probably a factor. And then along the coastline, Sunday looks mostly, if not all, rain. Farther inland you are, could start as some snow probably changes to rain. Even in the mountains, there might be a change to rain Sunday night. So
Okay.
doesn't look like a big problem right now, but we'll watch it.
Okay.
Yeah. Ryan, thanks.
You're welcome.